How we doing, Red Pack? Are we doing good? Are you well? You fine? Nah, I certainly hope so. We are back with a video, and for you today, we are doing the first in a series which is going to be looking at some of my favourite games. An underrated genre, I would say, of the city builder. Sometimes you just want like a few hours to sit back, maybe slap something on your second monitor like Netflix, and just play a game. Or maybe on your laptop, watching the TV, whatever it is. I do it on the regular. And city builders are great for that. And this... Jazz hands. dotAGE. Man, this is an absolute gem of a game, which I've just spent the last maybe hour and a bit kind of getting to grips with the games to show you guys what it is, what's involved, what the deal with it is. And honestly, it's awesome. Now, at the moment, this is a brand new game. It's been developed for 10 years by one person. One singular developer, and that is Michele Pirovano. They have produced the game over a 10-year period, whilst working a full-time job, making this game. It is a city builder with lower graphics that shows the love, the passion that we've been talking about in some of the other videos that we've done that have maybe been lacking from AAA studios. It shows. It's awesome. But the twist on it, because there's always got to be a twist in city builders, there's always, like, there can be quite a few of them, so there has to be something that sets it apart. And with this one, it's a roguelike element. So basically, you're creating your little town, and there's constant apocalyptic events. The game is trying to shaft you, and if it becomes too much, you reset, you go again, keeping the skills that you have, start from the ground up if the events get too much. And the events get more powerful. So we're going to go into this. We're going to show you what this game's all about. Let me tell you the story of how our own village was born. I was so young back then. This is the tale of a curse that we were destined to face and how we overcame it through cooperation. All good and well. At the moment, we only have access to Mattis. I'm assuming these three can also become playable. And there's higher game modes. So, we are actually just going to play it on the normal difficulty. Alright? Easier. They're easier to influence. Difficulty multiplier is only 50. You've got the super easy version, which is just to relax, just chill out. We're going to try it on normal, which is 100%, which actually on the normal difficulty warns you.
I have a really bad feeling about this.
But we're going to do it anyway. So, let me tell you a story. It begins before any of you were born. We had been traveling for days in strange lands. And this is the story of how our village was born. The story of how we defeated the prophecy. It all began in a lush, secluded valley that we found after several days of travel. The way this game works is, for example, if you play Tropical or City Skyline or Rimworld, you've got to handle a lot of real-time stuff going on, and then at the same time having to pause it to get things kind of set up and whatnot, and then let it play out. This game is kind of like a turn-based thing. So you basically get everyone into their positions, what they're doing that turn, what resources they're gathering. You end your day, and then everyone goes and does it. And then repeat. So it's like it's still happening in real time, but the day won't advance. So you can take your time to figure out what you're trying to do, which gives you, I suppose, a chance to come to grips with what's required. You start by building your little town hall. You have to build your little town hall next to some berry bushes. Actually, that looks pretty good. We're going to build here. Alright, so you start with 4 people and a lack of knowledge on a lot of stuff. So, obviously, we start with some wood and some food. So we've got 5 days worth of food before we actually gather anything. So what we're going to do is we're going to build a little cabin just up here next to the lake. Nice little cabin. And someone will go and automatically build that. We're also going to get a thinker's post, and we're going to build that as far away as we can, because the thinker's post doesn't work if we build anything next to it. Then what we'll do is, you can see here our resource cap, so we're maxed at 40 units of each item, not 40 in total. So we've got 20 berries, and we've got 16 wood. So they don't stack. It's 40 berries, 40 wood. So we're going to take the last 2 villagers that we have here. So we've got 2 busy ones, 2 free ones. One's going to work that, one's going to work that. You can see there, it explains all this in the tutorial, stuff I've already done. I will generate 4 berries per day from this bush. And I get 5 days out of that bush. So that's plus 8. 4 people are eating from it. We'll gain 4 to our stockpile each day. And then in the summer, this stuff actually will replenish. A mistake I made in the last one. So we're going to skip ahead by clicking this terrifying looking sun here, who will then move us through a single day. And everyone does their thing. As soon as this is built, we're going to make another settler in the old-fashioned way. So we're going to pull him, right-click there, make a baby. So 2 people go into the shack, they take some snacks for afterwards. The creepy old man goes and watches. Gives them pointers, I guess. I don't know. They do their thing. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. We have another child. And we can set them back to what they were doing. So the more houses, the more kids you can have generating at once. Now, the thing to remember is this game is roguelike. That's the twist element on it. So the stuff that we were learning in that tutorial, that hour that we spent kind of playing, getting to grips with this before making this your video, that all carries over. The stuff might be different you unlock, but things that you've discovered you already know are there. So that little mechanic is a thing that you unlock. Little random events that can happen between people on top of the major events which are yet to occur. Ah, here we go. See now, old man is seeing the apocalypse in his dreams.
Tonight at 11.
Doom!
Within our Doom meter, you have the Omen. That can be anything. One of my omens was someone saw some crows and shat the bed. That was literally it. So, you foresee an omen, the domain's threat will increase, and nothing can be done about that. It'll be tied to the fear domain. So, there will be an omen of fear. If the domain's fear level is, say, 1, the omen, which you can't stop, will upgrade it to 2. But there'll be a way that you can reverse it. Then, our unknown event is tied to fear. You can counter it. You can get a positive rather than a negative outcome. The negative outcome will affect your ability in the long run to counter the Doom event. The Doom event is the apocalyptic event, which is where you can just scratch it and move on. And then it's a season event because there is still an annual cycle. The Doom event is going to be tied to heat, but we need to counter fear event. Crazy old man's talking to the town. You can see here, fear. That's what we need to work with. So it's both the omen and what an event is going to be. So for that, as soon as that field is finished researching, we need to switch it up to get the hope generator. So they're going to start generating hope, right? So this is how this works. You can see that at the moment we have an 83% chance of obtaining a good event. Now, when the next thing, when it gives you the prompt here, there'll be a little tab, basically. The domain will start generating fear. I'm basically just getting ahead of that, because I know it's coming up and I know it's the only event. So we're going to start generating hope to counter that straight away. So when it comes up, we still win. There we go. We passed the event. And we gain 16 knowledge for passing that. Which means we just finished the puddle. And we still have 13 that we can put towards something else. I'm sorry, we didn't get it? It's probably my fault, actually. There we go. Alright. So we averted the Doom event, and as a result, we get bonuses. So crops allow 2 more cultivations before depleting. Territory expands 1 tile more, or the village gains 30 knowledge, which is basically just guaranteed success on a few things. Or guaranteed finish, rather. But we're going to go with the 2 extra cultivations. There you go. We've passed 1 Doom, and now he sees visions in his head again, because he's a senile old man, and he's seeing things now.
Doom!
And he's now scribbled it down on a prophecy.
A few moments later.
74% chance to pass it. There we go. We passed another Doom event. That one was tricky, man. We almost messed that up hard. It was a breeze to avoid. Give me your pish, you crazy old man. How dare you suggest that was easy? Yep, he's having another vision. It's the third apocalypse this week.
First time.
As we talked about earlier, this is us now onto stage 3. And you can see that there's all these different things have now popped up.
A few moments later.
Winter has come. This is a special, harsher season. During winter, most crops do not produce and animals do not replenish. I hope you have enough food to last all winter. Probably not. We've got cataclysm, cold, and fear. All at once. Should be fun, should be fun. Most events come from the prophecy and are written into your destiny. Others, however, stem from your inability to care for the villagers. If you let power grow too much without prophecies, or as a result of some bad event, reckoning events may appear. You can still influence them. Let me guess. The plague. Event level depends on the accumulated sickness and will be a maximum of 6. So for context, that's a level 6 event. Not like 6 things are going to happen. Like, it's a level 6 event. This is potentially about to inflict the Black Death on my town of 15 people. And I wish that was an exaggeration, but I legitimately don't think it's going to be. I actually think we're about to get the plague. Let's see what this reckoning event is, right? We're about to get the plague just wash through our town. This is about to be fucking brutal. Just wait for this.
I'm getting better! No, you're not. You'll be stone dead in a moment.
Everyone huddled together. Oh! Well, that was unfortunate.
Bring out your dead!
We've still got another event going to happen here. Plus, there's the Doom event. Let's see what the cold of Doom is. This is just going to flash freeze everyone. Actually frozen. 4 pips are frozen. And how does one fix that? This all happened in level 3. And this thing goes up to like 8, 9. Oh, man. Well, I definitely think we're gonna just run away. Wait a second, it didn't end like that. No, I think the story was a little different. Let me start again from the beginning. Memory retrieved scenarios. The starting conditions will now be different. Well, this story's a bit fuzzy to me. I don't really remember whether the fear was all that bad or the sickness one was. From now on, the prophecy will be different in every new story. There you go. So as soon as you fail once, you get a different thing. I cannot stress this enough. You should definitely check this game out. It's a small game. It's really a lot of fun if you're into these city builders. It's difficult. My god, is it difficult. And that's just playing on normal. So if you hate yourself, there's a lot harder versions that you can do of this. But 100% you should check this game out. I think it's well worth the money. But be sure to come back next week. We'll be doing a different city builder, taking a look at them. We'll have the likes of Rimworld, Tropical, Land of Industry, City Skylines. Like, there's a lot that we're going to be going through on this series. This one was a spur of the moment that we decided to go for. So be sure to join us for that. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and we will see you back here very soon.